What's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm so excited to show you how I do a full teasy light on virgin hair. And yes, she is truly virgin. How lucky am I? And if you're new here, my name is Mirella Manelli. I'm a hair educator who loves helping hairstylists simplify their skills in business. So please give this video a like, subscribe, share it with a hairstylist friend so we can get these videos to the right people. Now let's go ahead and get started. This $750 hair transformation took me 5 hours to complete, and I'm really excited to give you a little sneak peek of the entire process, along with some insights of just some conversation my client and I were having about the hair industry. As you can see, she's a natural level 4, and she was ready for some change. She has never colored her hair before, and I felt so honored that she chose me to give her this transformation. Now, this was a lot of foils and a lot of blonding, but I was so excited to give her a huge transformation that still was low maintenance but made a lot of impact. Our overall goal was to lift her to a level 9, but without the yellow and brassy look. For this project, I'm going to be using L'Oreal Blonde Studio 9 at a 1 to 1.5 mixing ratio with 20 volume developer. I'm really loving this lightener because of its creamy consistency, and I find that it really does give me a lot of brightness all in one shot. Okay, so to get started, I'm going to go ahead and take some zigzag partings. I really like my zigzag partings because it makes the effect look really soft. And our overall goal is to get her pretty light. I would like to get her to an 8. Maybe even a 9, even though we're going to bring her back down to probably about a 7 for some bronzy highlights. But I just really think that getting her past that warm golden zone is also going to help with the fade out. And look at that. You can see we got really good saturation right here. There's no spottiness. We've got a nice blend. Personally, I really love using a board also because it gives me a background to work on. So I'm really able to kind of push the product in. I want to make sure this is nice and even with my saturation. Okay, but how cute are these little kitty foils, right? Meow meow. Now I am going to be doing a shadow root melt on her later, but if you're looking for a technique that you can avoid that altogether, there is a highlight method that I love doing, and I've kind of coined it the Manelli method, and it's something that I teach in all my in-person classes and my courses online. So if that's something you want to learn, it's basically a teasy light without the tease, a no shadow, no tease method. Again, one of my favorite types of highlights to do. They look really similar. So definitely go check that out. You can head to my website. I'm gonna put the link to that down below in the description. So balayage is hair painting, and it's usually open air. It's literally like, it would be like me weaving out some hair and then painting it on and letting it open air process. It doesn't lift as light as this is going to. So when like a brunette person wants balayage, I think they like the idea of that's like a natural, like it's a natural looking highlight, like the highlight you showed me, but it has to be done in a foil. So like a lot of hairdressers will try to correct clients all the time and be like, oh, well, I can't give you balayage because balayage this, that, right? Like, I don't spend time doing that because, like, you don't know what the terms are. Yeah. I know when you say, like, if a client says, I want balayage, I know what they want. They, like, want something that looks soft and natural as it grows out. So, and there's a lot of ways to do it. Yeah, so you're going to want to use something that is sulfate-free, sodium chloride-free, color-safe. There is a difference between pro shampoos and the cheap shampoos you buy at Target. 100% difference. Your color will not last if you use the cheap stuff, I'm telling you. And there's things that you can do at home to help it, but the glosses are really easy. They're non-damaging to the hair, but you do want to use nice products. So sodium chloride free, paraben free, sulfate free. Well, paraben's more for you. But nonetheless, you'll get better longevity out of your color. Yeah, so the cosmetology program, this is the misconception, is that you are probably not skilled enough to take on clients. You are skilled enough to like work at a Supercuts or something like that. But for you to do like projects like this, you probably don't have.
I bet you like let me practice on you. I was like,
no, don't do it.
Well, I didn't do it, and that's why I was like,
I don't do it. I used to do the same thing. Be like, let me practice on you. My friends would let me. I have literally melted off friends' hair. Like I have memories of that stuff. Yeah. Because that's what you do in cosmetology school. You learn. You're learning all of the mistakes. What you should do, because the cosmetology school is just to get licensed. It's just so I can have a piece of paper. It's for health and sanitation. It does not mean you're a good hairdresser. And if you want to be good at it, you have to take advanced education. And then I highly advise people to shadow or go work out of Supercuts and just make mistakes on those people. And even sometimes people who spend years at it, there's some people that are just naturally like not good at it. If you like do color, it's part technical and part artistic, you know? If you don't have a passion for it and then you keep doing it, you're just like not going to be good at it. It's kind of like doing painting. There's people who are really good naturally at painting, and so they get good fast. And then there's people who just really suck for a really long time, and it just takes them like literally decades to be really good, but they'll never be as good as the person who's naturally talented at it, you know? Because those people who are naturally talented, I feel like they have a passion for whatever it is that they're doing. And then the other part of it too is you're dealing with people and emotions, because hair is so important to people.
have you ever got someone who's like, I hate it?
Oh yeah. It is. You go home and cry for days because you're like, oh my God, I messed up their hair and they hate it. It's a worst feeling. And you get that and you have to deal with that. For her final color melt toner, I decided to go in with DiaColor because of its alkaline base. So I'm gonna get a little bit more of a shift with this. And I decided to go in with her deeper shade at the base with 6N and then 5M for that mocha type of vibe, since we're gonna be blending this into a much more cooler type of blonde. I decided to mix up 8B and 9MV so that way we can get a really cool shade. So the blue and the violet is definitely gonna be cooling out a lot of these yellow and slightly gold tones that we have, while still giving her a really light mocha finish. Now, if I can offer one little bit of advice that I think is really helpful for all of the hairstylists and aspiring hairstylists out there, is that your blend is in the lift. If you don't have a really clean lift and a blended lift, your toner means absolutely nothing. Your blend should have a beautiful graduation before you apply that toner. That's how you know you're going to have a really beautiful end result. And if I can offer one last tip, is you need to tone at the level that you lifted to. You cannot tone a level 7 with a level 9. So this gives you a lot of flexibility when you are able to lift to that level 8 and level 9. The possibilities are endless. And here's the final result. I really loved how this turned out. Now, in all transparency, this actually came out slightly lighter than what I had initially anticipated, but I took a risk and I just thought maybe she's really gonna love this little bit lighter shade that we got. And worst case scenario, we could always add in a darker toner if she really did feel like it was just a little too bright. But surprise to me, she actually really loved it. She just loved the brightness. She loved the dark into light transition. And then also the subtlety with the highlights as well, because not only did we get such a light and bright end result, it really truly is subtle in the transition. So that's the thing that she loved about it the most. I also think she's gonna love the grow out with this because it is so rooted. And in about 12 weeks from now, all she's gonna need to do is add in a little bit of highlights to just bring them up around her face frame and maybe on the top. Again, keeping this very low maintenance. One thing you need to remember is that low maintenance doesn't always mean really dark or really natural or staying really close in relation to her natural shade. We can still bring these highlights really light, still getting a bright end result, but the transition is where you're going to have that low maintenance effect of dark into light. And what it all boils down to is your stitch method, your placement, and really know what you're doing when highlighting your clients. So let's go ahead and break down the entire cost of this service. The highlight application, including the tip outs, came out to $475. The rooted color gloss service was an additional $150. Her haircut was $125, bringing the grand total to $750. And if you love this as much as I do, please let me know down below in the comments. Now, I really hope you enjoyed this hair tutorial, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, and be sure to comment down below what your favorite part of this entire hair tutorial was, and I'll be sure to respond. Like always, you can head on over to my website, MirellaManelli.com, learn all of the amazing ways that you can work with me, and even join my newsletter to get education sent right to your inbox. Like always, you can follow me on my other social channels like Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, all under Mirella Manelli. And if you're a hairstylist that's ready to level up your skills and want to join a community of other hairstylists just like you, I would love to see you inside Hair B&B University. It's an online subscription platform designed just for hairstylists with over 70 hair tutorials, and it's where confidence behind the chair starts right here. And I would love to see you inside class, and all you have to do to join or learn more about it is head on over to hairbnbuniversity.com. Now, I want to thank you so much for sticking to the end, and thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.